Yeah, this hair, it's flowing. I'm not on the Bosley commercial though. This hair is nice. This hair is it's nice and thick. It's full. I'm live. I'm telling you, it's all gonna be okay. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I got this good head of hair that genetics has bestowed upon me. What's up, Monaco? You like my hair? It's getting long. It's full. It's full. It's this full hair. I'm not on a Bosley commercial, baby. This thing is all natural. I didn't have to put any Pirelli's Elixir on here. Pirelli's Miracle Elixir. That'll do the fixer, trickser. Yeah. Oh, that is just a great. Oh, who's on here? Renee? Nicole? Hey, listen, everybody. I want to thank you for jumping on. It is a thankful Thursday. Thankful Thursday here. Oh, there's my daughter Autumn who's jumping on. And yeah, Monaco says it's lettuce. All right, I like it. So so I was talking about this hair and how thankful I am. At some point, it will get cut. I don't know when, but we're just gonna hang in there. And so, like I said, it's not on a Bosley commercial. Don't need that. And I was talking about Pirelli's Miracle Elixir. So if anybody has seen Sweeney Todd, wow, what a performance, what a play. The movie was interesting, but the play itself was fantastic. Seeing that at Canterbury last year with Autumn being in that. Anyway, so what am I going to talk to you about tonight? Well, I'm going to do shrooms live right here. If you stick around, I promise you, I'm doing shrooms tonight because that's the kind of night it's going to be. So stick around. I'm not doing it at the beginning because it's going to be wild. And I'm telling you, I have never done shrooms before. So, oh God, hang in there. Listen, before I even get to that though, because while I got my sanity, I want to talk about it. I want to talk to you about my kids. I don't know what it is. Like, listen, I've been doing this for 24 days. I'm telling you, it's all going to be okay. We're going to get through this. We're going to survive. Your body's going to fight everything off you need to do. But for some reason, my kids, it's like at about 9:45, 9:55, 5 minutes to 10 o'clock, 10:05. Like all of a sudden, and listen, I've got adult kids. They're 26, 21, and 17. And for some reason, these gosh darn kids decide, hey, oh, Dad's going live. Let me come downstairs and start rummaging around in the kitchen. Let me start doing laundry, throwing stuff around. I'm going to go take a shower. Coming and grabbing water. I mean, for some reason, they just want to come. They know I'm going live around 10 o'clock. I'm like, just go somewhere. Go to your room. Been telling them that for 20 years. Go to your room, Allison. Jeez. Oh, man, it doesn't stop. So listen, if you got young kids, it's not going to stop. They're still going to be home. I'm thankful for that. So blessed to have the kids at home, but man, I'm telling you, they don't listen. They all of a sudden, it's not like there's a rough patch. And listen, there's a terrible twos, and you're like, oh God, I can't take. And then listen, then they become teenagers, and you really want them out of the house. And then they start to leave the house, but then they come back to the house, and then they might leave again, but then they come back again. You get rid of them, they come back. Get rid of them, okay, come back. They're welcome to be here, stay here as long. I'm okay with that. But man, I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. These kids, they're still your kids, and they do that. So, yeah. What's up, Kurt? Yeah. So I had to talk about the kids. I want to tell you about Sanus. Autumn is watching. Sanus. I don't even know. Hey, Steve, Dr. Janopoulos, I've got this whole story. And that's another night I'm going to talk about kids and getting spanked. And and that. I talked about that the other day when my brother, when he was 3 years old, riding his big wheel plastic bike on the middle of the busy road, and my mom beat his ass. And I was saying she beat his ass. I mean, she spanked him. She's not, our parents didn't beat us, but she spanked him good, and he never did it again. Listen, I'm not a Latin expert. My daughter Autumn takes Latin, and she's phenomenal at it. She's really gifted. One of her top classes. She just loves it. I don't know. She's great. But the word sanus, S-A-N-U-S, sanus. I don't know. How do you say it? Snooze. I know what snooze is. If you've ever done snooze before, I did do snooze. I did snooze before when I was in college. Did it for a couple of years. You know, it's that Norwegian, Finnish. I think it's now in the States, right? But like you'd pack it up in your lip and just pack that tobacco right up there. It was before dipping. Bob Seward has to know about snooze. Bobby's on right now. So listen. So you do the snooze, and it was like dip. I did it probably about 12 times. I think I puked every time. I'm not good with chemicals. They don't do well with me, especially nicotine. Not good. Probably smoked about 3 cigarettes in my life. Not good. But I'm doing shrooms tonight. Hang in there. We're getting to it. So sanus is Latin for health. Latin for health. Sanus. And then it evolved into sanitas. And then sanity. And so that whole Latin root word, going back to that. So there's a little Latin lesson for you. But isn't it something that this root, S-A-N-I, this sani wort, the root of the word, is so prevalent right now about hand sanitizer. Sanitize your hands. And also it's about mental sanity. And people are going flipping insane. Our sanity is being challenged because we got to be so sanitized. The sanitization is messing with our sanity. People are going crazy. I think I went crazy 22 days ago, maybe. But you're all here with me. It's all going to be okay. We're going to make it through. So I want to tell you about this, though, because hand sanitizer prices are nuts. First of all, if you can find it, great. I just saw a gallon of hand sanitizer for $49.99. Maybe that's a discount. I don't know. I just wash my hands, all right? That's what I do. I mean, but I've got a couple of hand sanitizers around, so I want to show you this one, though. This hand sanitizer, I've got a bunch of these. Actually, they were given to me at my office. And Victor, who owns the Madison Bistro in Wampsville, who is in the same building as I am. We're on one side, he's on the other. It's Steve, I live here, brother. This is peaceful for me, Steve. So, listen, this hand sanitizer, New York State's giving out for free. And you can get these bottles. And so I was lucky enough to get them and then be able to have them there distribute to my patients for free. But here's the funny thing about it. So then you read the bottle, and what does it say? Take these steps to stop the spread of virus. Just virus. That's fine. Wash your hands often with soap and water. That's what my parents taught me. Wash my hands with soap and water. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands, especially before you eat. Listen, that's what my parents taught me, and that's what I taught my kids. Wash your hands before you eat. Wash your hands. You can go outside, work outside. You can play with shit. I don't care what you do. If you wash your hands, safe to eat, right? I mean, listen, farmers are out there taking care of cows. They come in, bell's rung. What do? They go in to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. What are they doing? They go in, they wash your hands, get to eat. Wash your hands. Simple. Yep. Avoid contact with sick people. No shit. I mean, if someone's sick, stay away from them. And if you feel sick, stay home. That's the lesson. That's New York State's. That's what that is the big lessons. New York State right there. Now, thankfully, it's free. You didn't have to pay for this. I guess it's free. I paid for it with my taxes. We all did, right? But that's the best they got. Those are the 4 things that New York State is telling you. Wash your hands often with soap and water. Yep, mom, dad taught me that. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands, especially before you eat. Yep. Avoid contact with sick people. And if you feel sick, stay home. And then what about this crap about not shaking hands? I saw this, that Dr. Fauci says, and multiple people, yep, we're not going to be shaking hands anymore. Are you kidding me? How? Now, let's just think about it for a second, because I already just kind of touched upon it, right? All right. If I come into close proximity to you, and we got to be within 6 feet, so we're already breaking social distancing laws. By the way, anybody see that story? Did anybody see the story? It was on CNN. This 86-year-old woman was at the hospital in New York City, and she went and lost her balance and grabbed the IV pole of another patient that was waiting there in the emergency department, and the 26-year-old woman. And the 26-year-old woman got up and shoved the 86-year-old lady down. She fell, cracked her skull open right on the ground, and died. Because she invaded her social distance space. That's what the person said. And she killed the woman because of it. That's what the world we're coming to. That you're 26 years old and you've got an 86-year-old woman in an emergency room department with you, and she loses her balance, grabs your IV pole, and you think that the best way to remedy that situation is to stand up and shove her down. They initially just gave her a citation, then they ended up actually charging her with homicide, thankfully. Who knows what's going to happen with that? But that's the world we've come to. There's no compassion. The compassion that's happening, it's crazy. So, social distancing. Also, the governor here in our fine state of New York it's a $1,000 fine if you come within 6 feet of someone. That's right, $1,000 fine. You can be charged and levied for breaking social distancing laws. That's the rules here. So I'm going back to talking about shaking hands. So again, you get within proximity. Now we're close enough to shake hands. So I don't care what I just did. I could have just washed my hands, or I could have scratched my you-know-where. And if I shake your hand, because listen, I'm telling you, I was traveling this past weekend. I stopped at a rest stop twice, and in those bathrooms, and I said it before, guys are nasty. And guys will just do their thing and leave and walk right out. I'm telling you, I saw a guy come right out of the shit stall and walk right out, didn't even wash his hands. And another guy at the other one was right in the urinal next to me and did his thing and just walked out and left. I'm telling you, if half the guys now are washing their hands, it's probably high. But whatever you do, if you come in close contact with someone and you shake their hand, and you do whatever you do. And, do you shake someone's hand and then lick your hand? Are you like, hey, good to see you. Man, it was just great. I haven't seen you in so long. Oh. It's nonsense. You can shake someone's hand. I don't care what. If they pissed on it, shit on it. If they just had coronavirus all over their hand, and you shake their hand, and then before you go and do anything, you go and wash your hands, doesn't that take care of it? If it doesn't take care of it, because that's the big fear right now, right? This is the challenging point of your reality, is that if you don't believe that washing your hands is going to help get rid of the coronavirus, if you even come in contact with someone who has it, then why are you even washing your hands? Because if it doesn't help, it doesn't help. It's a challenging thought, right? And that's the worst of it, because that's what everybody's scared of. That's the worst thing right now that could possibly happen. I think people would rather have someone wipe their ass, shake their hand, than cough coronavirus and shake their hand. It doesn't matter what you do. If you go and touch hands and then you go and wash your hand in the bathroom, if you wash your hands before you eat, wash your hands before whatever you do, aren't you going to be safe? So then why does it matter if you shake hands? Why? So, listen, I said it on a video before. I'm not going to elbow bump you. I'm going to shake your hand. I'll high five you. I'll hug you. And if you don't want to do that, fine. But that's where I'm coming in. I'm coming from a place of love, a place of confidence, and knowing that if you do what's right and you take care of yourself and you're clean and you wash your hands prior to doing those things, you're going to be okay. And if you're not, then everything that we're doing is a lie, and everything that we're doing is a waste of our time. Three most common overused words. These are the words I'm hearing every day. I just laugh when I hear them. Here's the three words. First word is uncertain. How many times you can't go through? In fact, if you do a drinking game, you're going to be hammered by noon, right? If you just have the TV on, the radio on, I mean, because it's the politicians, it's commercials, and these uncertain times. Blah 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 blah. Listen, it's uncertain. Was it certain before? Were we in certain times before? Did we know what was going to happen before? No, because this shit happened. This shit happened. This stuff happened. Have confidence and certainty and know what you're doing is right. There's nothing uncertain about what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm waking up in the morning. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to eat. I'm going to go take care of my patients. I'm going to come home. I'm going to eat. I'm going to put together a few notes and thoughts, and I'm going to come on Let's Live. And then I'm going to go to bed. That's my day. I love it. I'm certain. It's what I'm doing. I'm certain that if I eat right, I exercise, I have a positive mindset, put out love into the universe, and go and do what's right, and I get my chiropractic adjustment every week from my chiropractor, Dr. Pete Lombardi, United in New York. If I do that, I know that I am going to be at an incredible level of health. Okay. Unprecedented. That's the second word. Unprecedented. Unprecedented times. This is unprecedented. This is unprecedented. Uncertainty. Uncertain times. Unprecedented times. Going nuts. You'll be hammered. It's all going to be okay. The third word is tremendous. Tremendous. This is, and now here's just a little interesting fact, because I don't just come up with my ideas. I actually do some research and I look into it. So tremendous, which Donald Trump says like crazy all the time. Man. So I love that Steve Giannopoulos. Now, Steve Giannopoulos, who's commenting, this guy is one of the most brilliant minds in healthcare. And he's a chiropractor, but he does functional health, and this guy is an absolute genius. Chiropractic neurologist. I mean, this guy is just, he really is one of the top 10 minds in chiropractic in healthcare. Just an amazing individual. Love and appreciate him and what he stands for. He's down in New York City and New Jersey. But yeah, tremendous. So here it is, tremendous. Going back to the Latin root, because again, I love it. My daughter takes Latin, and I really dig into it. So tremendous. Two things. One, it comes from the Latin root of tremere, 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 and it peaked. Tremendous. The word tremendous, because if you look at the utilization over time, it peaked in the 1940s. It peaked. That's when it was, 1940s. The word tremendous in terms of the vernacular worldwide in the English language. I told you earlier that I'm going to do shrooms. I'm doing shrooms. In a minute, because I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you about this guy. First of all, there may be aliens, and we just wouldn't know. I mean, who's telling us? Government? There may be aliens. I mean, listen, if look at all the life that there is on Earth. Look at all the life there is on Earth. And if you think that this, in the vast universe, that this is the only life form is us, maybe that's all it is right here on Earth. But there may be aliens. And really, they could be right among us. They could be in Area 51. Who knows? Who knows where they are? But that's not what I'm not going to get into this whole aliens story, because I could care less. You know why? If they're around, great. I got a theory about aliens. That's another story. But if they are around, fine. I'm living my life. I'm doing my thing. So yes, Allison. So Allison here is talking about whose this is. So here's a funny thing. If anybody knows our daughter Allison, she loves aliens, and so this goes back when I was in chiropractic college in Seneca Falls, and Allison was a baby. She had to have been probably about 3 years old, maybe 4 at the oldest. And we went to a local, like, Fireman's Field Days. One of those, they're awesome, right? Fireman Field Days, because you can get 2 beers for $1, and you can go on the rides and the carnies. And talking about the carnies, I mean, so I'm a master at winning carnival games. That's my thing. I can go to and I'll win them, but there's always going to be a fight. There's always going to be a fight. They've always got some stupid rule, and talk about line, social distancing. Social distance with the carnies, right? Because they've got the line, you got to stand behind the line, and you got to, here's 3 balls, and all you got to do is just knock these down. And so I'll be like, boom, 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 right? And then they're like, well, you can't actually flick your wrist when you're throwing the ball because it puts a spin and then it knocks it down. You knock the bottles down, but it doesn't count. I'm like, bullshit, I knocked the bottles down. Give me my fucking prize. Ooh, I just dropped that bomb. Any kids in the audience? Sorry. But that's how I get, because they want to cheat me out of it. I'll toss balls into the bin, the basket. They'll bounce out. They've got like the spring-loaded thing behind the bin. And so like, give me the softball, and that's what I do. I'll throw it, I'll spin it, and I spin it, and it hits, and it just stops right in there. It's like I'm playing golf with a Pro V, and just put that spin on my approach shot or on my chip from the green side, and just boop, stop it, stop and drop. So anyway, this alien right here, this thing is like 23 years old. We've had this for 23 years. And so Allison loves aliens, but we're at the carnival, and so what does a good spouse do? Well, you go and you win a prize for your significant other. And yes, you may have your child with you, and it may break your child's heart that when you win it, you give it to your significant other. And so there's been quite a bone of contention as to whose this is. Allison has thought that this alien is her alien, but for some reason it's been in Irene's possession the entire time. But it does come up as a point of contention and argument in the Mish household. So there you go. I just wanted to share our little friendly family alien. Allison wants it. Irene won't let her have it. And if I ever said that I got it for Allison, won it for her, Irene might be very mad at me. So you know what they say, happy wife, happy life. So Irene gets the alien. I told you shrooms. I'm going to take a drink of water here because I'm about to put it down. But I want to tell you something about shrooms, because this is something that pisses me off. I've talked about this in a previous video. Bullshit marketing, lies that you're told, and you just eat it, swallow it, and take it. And if you don't take it that way, they're going to find another way to put it in you. What they do is they lie, they false advertising, and people don't even think. They don't even think. So here I am. I'm at Price Chopper. And again, shaking hands, I'm going to go back to that because I got this at Price Chopper. You can probably get it anywhere. But people go to the grocery store and they're going to grab cans of things and they're going to say, I don't need this can of soup, and put it back. They're going to grab a bag of chips and go, shit, I don't need the chips this week. They're going to grab something and then put it back. And in some grocery stores, someone takes a carton of eggs, they walk around the store, and then they're going and they're like, oh, you know what? I really don't need these eggs. I need this pound of pasta. They leave the eggs on the shelf, and you go. And then those eggs go, and then they're taken to the front, and then the manager says, hey, Billy, can you go and reshop these? And Billy goes, oh, these eggs? Okay, sure. And he goes over to the egg aisle, and they slap 3 stickers, discount 50 cents off on that dozen of eggs. You get it for a discount, and lo and behold, it was actually sitting on the shelf for 3 hours. You're going to get salmonella. But maybe not, because guess what? Salmonella doesn't necessarily make you sick. If you are unhealthy, it will take advantage of your unhealthy body and poison you. Or if you don't do what you're supposed to, and that's cook the eggs completely prior to eating them. So again, you've got some control over things you do, right? You're not totally helpless here. So anyway, so these shrooms, now I like jerky. We get our jerky, our beef jerky when we get it. We make sure we get it with no nitrates. So if it is preserved, it's like with salt, right? But it's all natural. So I see here these new shrooms, and I love mushrooms. I love mushrooms. Irene doesn't like them. The kids really don't like them. But Irene at times will make them for me. So thanks, Bruno Graber. I got these shrooms. And I look at it, and now I like it because they call them shrooms, and they say savor the mind-blowing flavor. Shiitake mushroom jerky. Honey chipotle. Interesting. A little sweet, a little spice, a little smoky. I like it. I'm going to do it. Yeah. So no artificial ingredients. Cool. Minimally processed. All right, I'm down with that. Low in saturated fat. Sounds good. Plant-based. Plant-based. You know, because plant-based is the hot thing too right now. Well, prior to coronavirus coming, everything was plant-based. You couldn't. Another thing too. You would have been hammered after an hour if you watched television for commercials for how many times they advertised a plant-based burger at some fast food joint. Everything was plant-based, 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 plant-based. So here I am. I like my mushrooms. I like my jerky. I like it natural. It's all good. But you're telling me plant-based? Do you think I'm a fucking idiot? Plant-based? It's a mushroom. It's a mushroom. Listen, any kid, if you took biology in high school, you didn't have to go to chiropractic college to get this. Or undergrad taking organic chem. High school biology, maybe even something in middle school or elementary school, because there's some smart kids out there, plant-based. Okay, let's go through this. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. And there's 5 forms of life, right? So what are our forms of life? Bacteria, animals, bacteria, animals. We got plants, protozoa, single-cell organisms. Oh, yeah, and fungi. Fungi. It's not a plant. It's not a plant. But you're being sold lies. They're telling you it's plant-based, but it's not a plant. It's not. It's a fungus. It's a fungus among us. So, think. I just want you to think. Like, I don't want you to do what I do. That'd be cool. But don't do it just because I tell you. But I want you to think. I want you to think, like, why is chiropractic good for your body's health? How does chiropractic affect the nervous system, and how does it affect your immune system? Don't just go to the chiropractor because it's a healthy thing to do. Like, think about it. I want you to think. Don't just buy food. Don't just go and buy something and because it says plant-based, oh, that's good. Like, think. I just want you to think. Use your mind. Use your brain. The things you've learned. Think about things logically. Because this is crap. It's a lie. I'm interested to try it. I'm gonna rip it open. I haven't had these shrooms, so yeah, I'm getting to it. But yeah, don't try to tell me that it's plant-based, because it's not. You're a flippin' liar. This company, whatever company you are, the shrooms company, bunch of flippin' liars. So wow, it just comes out one whole hunk. That's nifty. Look at that. Ooh, that's good. Smells a lot of soy sauce. Is that soy in there? Soy sauce? I don't know. Oh, there is. Yeah, it's a third ingredient. Mushrooms, water, and then soy sauce. So let me try. So I get a hint of that smoky chipotle. Not much of a honey flavor in it. It's chewy. A little kick coming. It's chewy, almost like a gummy worm or a gummy bear. That's kind of chewy level it has on it. Yeah. So, for anybody that wants some jerky and you don't want to have animals, I would recommend this. Tastes good. But just don't tell us that it's plant-based, because it's not. You're a flippin' liar. I just want you to think. So, listen. I appreciate you sticking with me this long. Kind of was all over the place. A little bit crazy tonight. I guess I'm crazy every night. So I'm going to tell you for the 24th time. 24 days in a row. It's all going to be okay. We're going to get through this. And love each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. And till tomorrow, have a great night.